Okay, let's go.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy ZbrowniieZ, and we're back with more Dragon Ball Legends. So, what you're seeing on screen technically is a video that I recorded a while ago, right? And I simply forgot to upload it. But, with that being said, I'm just gonna leave it in the background because I figured might as well just turn this video into something a little bit different, which is we're in the middle of Legends Festival right now, right? And I low-key just want to just make a prediction video, right? So that's what we're gonna do. For the next bit, I'm just gonna be like, well, this is what I want to see. And to start off, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so I would love to see us. I would love to reach that goal, right? But enough said. The way I want to start is by saying this. Like always, it's been what, 2 years. Where are the game's originals? I think it's about time that we ended up getting a buff, a major buff to this tag. It's one of the most forgotten tags in the game, and I think it's been 2 or 3 years and we still haven't seen anything from the game's original. So what would I want to see? The obvious. Give us a new Charlotte. Give us a Charlotte and Giblet tag unit. It's about time we get that. What else? Give us. I'll even just take Charlotte by himself, honestly. Dark God, that's why I call him. Give us Charlotte. Give us Dalet, the new the fusion, and above that, give us the new Zaha. Zaha has his second form. Spoilers if you're not caught up with the storyline. But Zaha has a new form, and I think it's about time he's also free. Like, don't make us wait another 3 years before we get him. Because it seems like the game is already wrapping up when it comes story-wise. So yeah, game's original, man. Where are they? Give us Charlotte, Giblet. Give us Zaha. Give us, hell, if you don't want to give us OG characters, make up a new game's original. Give us tag MUI and Beast Gohan, since there's a new animation for them anyways. So give us that, right? Like, that would be awesome for the fest. It's been 3 years, 3 or 2 years. I'm exaggerating, right? I know it's been a while, but it's been a while. Like, give us tag MUI and Beast. Give us tag Piccolo and Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan, right? What else? Give us a father-son Kamehameha, being adult Gohan and Goku Blue Goku. If you don't want to give us more Saiyans, because I already know the chat's gonna be like, no, we're done with Saiyans. We just had Gogeta and Janemba. Give us Frieza. Why don't we get what Frieza might be the only is one of the list characters that doesn't have attack. So give us. I would love to see Cooler and Frieza. Frieza dominated the anniversary with Ultra Frieza, and then Meta Cooler, which was trash, but allegedly got a buff, or will get a buff. I don't know. But give us tag Cooler and Frieza. That simple. Imagine that. And that way we don't have to get another Saiyan. Because I know it gets boring just having Saiyans dominate the meta. But yeah, like, it's, matter of fact, you know what would be interesting for games original? A while ago, was it last year? I think it's already been a year, or anniversary. I think it was not last year, anniversary wise. We got a collaboration with Sparking Zero. I think that it's about time they do it again, and to surprise all of us, give us Legends Limited Android 21 as game originals. We can do a collaboration of OG characters, right? Like main characters, protagonists. Give us Android 21 with Charlotte. There you go. And you can even incorporate it into part of the story. I think that would be awesome, in my opinion. I don't know how people feel about Android 21. I love her, but like I said, at this point, I'll take anything when it comes to games originals. Give us Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta from Hero, or just, make your own spell. But That way, that we can have a version of every version of the fusions, because Gogeta has Super Saiyan Blue, Base, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 4. So at this point, give us Super Gogeta, Super Vegito we have, Vegito Blue we have. So give us Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. That's the game's original. I mean, you already, what was it? The green unit. He had an LF where he stole Trunks' move. The heat dome attack. So you can't tell me he can't steal something else. But yeah, like, I think it's about time game's original got a buff. I mean, I honestly, I will prefer them have a campaign. Sorry about that. I would love if game's original had a campaign. I think it would be so awesome to have them for a whole month. But I digress. If we can't have a campaign, give us game's original as part of the festival. So to top it off, another thing, which if we're more realistic, right? That's actually game's original. Another thing that could also be part 2. If we're in the business of giving characters who had an Ultra and don't have an LF, I think that we should move on to GT. Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 Ultra, the Ultra unit carried the meta for a few weeks earlier this year, like maybe a few months ago. But he was after the anniversary. I think it's time Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta had a LF unit. Not the tag, like a standalone LF unit. Yeah, and then give us a buff for GT. I want to say LF Super Saiyan 4 because with Daima, and I'll talk about Daima later. But with Daima now with Super Saiyan 4 Goku now being Daima related, I think that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is who has to carry the mantle, right? Because we can't just forget about GT. GT has Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. It has a lot of characters. So I think now that Super Saiyan 4 is correlated more with Daima, then I think it's about time GT, the new face of GT would be Vegeta. So give Vegeta an LF. And even if people say, well, no, again, we don't want more Saiyans. You know what's a character who doesn't have an LF? Doesn't have an Ultra? And is OP, in my opinion, and one of my favorite characters? Oob. Oob doesn't have an LF. He has 2 units, and it was a long time ago since we saw them. So, give Oob an LF. Give him the main stage. Oob has been introduced into Sparking Zero. Awesome character, awesome, really cool kit. He's been introduced to Genshin Squadron, and people were hyped for him. So I think it's about time Oob had a Legends Limited, had a LF in the game. I am so surprised Oob does not have one. And for the love of God, because GT hasn't even been that present this year, as far as I remember. So give us a GT buff and give us LF. Ooh, that's all I want. Heck, even wow. I might get roasted for that one. Oob could be a revival. Oob can be like regular Oob. You defeat him, and then you see the animation with Majin Buu reviving him, and then you can get much Oob. You can even take it one step further, which I know technically didn't happen, but you still can do it. You can have a tag Majin Buu and Oob, and then have them fuse. So again, but he was more. I can see him more as a revival character because that's how it went down in the anime. But yeah, like GT, just give us a buff. GT is one of my favorites. Not a lot of people like it, but I still think it'd be cool. If I'm not mistaken, when was the last LF GT guy? Was it Omega Shenron, the green unit with Indestructible? Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But I would love to see a new GT LF, and for the love You can update old characters. So like, you know how we have Bulla, a person we never saw fighting, is in the game as a unit, and she was a good unit. So they can stretch it a little bit, but they can give us tag as a 1%er, tag Ham and Trunks, LF with Oob as an LF. They can give us GT Goku and I'm lying, no. The last LF they added was the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that turns into a Go with final counter. That was a few months ago. That was I forgot. I got shot down. But still, like, I think that's a good idea for a festival, because I'll leave this more for the last, but we're still waiting for the Ultra, and I have my own thoughts on the Ultra, the end of the year character, but that's for later. Aside from GT, back to the same thing, Daima, and my prediction for later is if GT is part 2, then Daima 100% is gonna be that. I don't see anybody else being the Ultra. So, if you give us the GT like I mentioned earlier, if it's not that, then I expect Daima to be part 2. I want we're still missing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the kid versions. The adults are in the game, and we haven't had a Daima campaign since then. So Daima currently is also another really under. That's what I'm looking for. Daima is a tag we haven't seen and hasn't been a comeback. They haven't even done the reruns of GT of Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3. So I expect Daima to also make a comeback for the anniversary for the festival, because 100% we haven't seen them. And for Daima, they can give us Goma. I wouldn't go for Goma, but I would love to see Goma. I would love to see them they need a Senkai. They need new LFs, and arguably, you can argue that Goku with Super Saiyan 4 Daima could be the Ultra, because if you think about it, GT doesn't have not GT. Daima is also the other character. The other tag doesn't have a single Ultra aside from game's original, like I said earlier. So it just depends on how you see it. More importantly, yeah, like give us the Takamagamis, give us Goma, kid versions of Daima. There's so many things they can give us, and I think those are worthy of the festival or end of the year units. So yeah, like give it. Where's Daima? Now there is, for the end of the year, right? For then, honestly, I wanted to focus more on part 2, which is coming up. Hopefully, by the time this video will be out in a few days. But part 3, the last, unless they go for another double Ultra, then that's where I can say you can give us Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for Daima. But more importantly, there's a few characters who are worthy of being the last character of the year, the end, like with the grand finale. That I don't think it's gonna be MUI, because we had MUI for the anniversary, so they're still milking him. It possibly could be, right? There's nothing that says he couldn't be. Now, aside from MUI, I can see them going with Ultra Ego, which I doubt, because we all thought we were gonna get manga characters, and it was, while they were really fun to play, they weren't exactly what everybody was waiting for. So I would have to say, for the end of the year, I would want to see either a Daima Ultra, Vegeta. It's been a long. Gohan became a end of the year Beast Gohan, Gogeta, Goku. I think it's time we give Vegeta the last character of the year, and that being the Ultra Ego, if it ever happens, or even something else. Another surprise thing that I would love to see is give us Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as an Ultra. 100%, I wouldn't see that as a problem. That way, every version of Gogeta and Vegeta will have the same amount of ultras, and every version of of them, or give us something entirely different for games original. Um, I can see Ultra Shallot being a thing, whether that be the fusion or in general just Ultra just Shallot. Aside from that, like I said, who else would I want to see as the ending of the game? I honestly, it would be a surprise for me because unless it's Daima or Universe Rep, I can't see how they would it would be another person. I will say this, which I'm a little bit doubtful because the last Ultra was a villain, and it could be a villain. It could be Jiren. Jiren has as an OP character, he still doesn't have an Ultra, but I guess Universe Rep. The last few Ultras have been either a Goku, last one was Beast Gohan, or a fusion. So maybe, like I said, I want to see the last Ultra of the game be a villain or a Vegeta. And you can argue that Vegeta's both anti-hero or whatever. But yeah, like it would be so cool. The what transformation? Games original deserves a buff, so I don't see why you couldn't create your own transformation for Vegeta. And then just be like Xenoverse did, Vegeta super villain, and do something like that. I don't see why Dragon Ball Legends can't do the same thing. Gohan Black, 100%. I spoke earlier about collaborations. They did one with Sparking Zero. 100%. I don't see why they can't do that. Bring that character into the game. Ultimate Black Rose would be one of the best enders of the year, and let's face it, that character had a lot of hype. So I don't think people would be like, I don't think people would not go for him, especially if he has a good kit. Because that would be what Future Regeneration, God Key, hybrids. There's so many things that his tags would be crazy. But anyways, yeah. Obviously, at the end of the day, I'm just speculating. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what they're gonna give us, and at the end of the day, some of us will get mad, some of us won't like it, and there's nothing we can do. But with that being said, I would love to hear you guys your thoughts. Who would you guys want to have as the ender? Who would you want to be part 2? Just to quick recap. For me, it's either gonna be part 2 is gonna be GT or Diamond, and if either is part 2, the other will be take part 3. I don't see them change the formula. So yeah, I would love to hear you guys thought about this. Who would you want? My final prediction per se, I would say give me part 2. Let it be Legends Limited Oob with a 1%er, maybe even Pan and tag with Trunks hybrids, and give me a Daima Ultra, whether that being Super Saiyan 4 Kid Goku, and end it with a double, right? End it with Super Saiyan 4 Goku Ultra and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Ultra, because Daima needs an Ultra. Or just go and try to lean to a new route and give us Games Original as the part 2 and just give us something else. But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.